Whoa. Look at him. Oh, man, there's like a bunch of jokes I can make right here, but I'm just going to leave that as is. Hey there, it's part 8, Resistance Fall of Man. How has everyone been? Please let me know. Tell me. I really want to know. So here we are with Cartwright. We're in this little Jeep thing, and we got a nice big open area. This is a big old drivey aroundy map, as I like to say. There's Chimera all over the place. And there's these little towers you can see, and we're going to have to go to each one of those. We're going to have to take out all the Chimera in there. And then, you know, like, press a button, and, well, of course, kill the Chimera first, and then press the button. We could try and do that order of operations, you know, the way I just said it, but I wouldn't recommend it. We'd probably want to kill the Chimera first. You can see I'm just driving back and forth, wanting to run over the Chimera, but really, you can get out of the car whenever you want, and I'll just leave Cartwright right there. Actually, I'll get in, and, well, not in the fucking passenger seat, Jesus. I'll get in, and then I will back up and park him where he can actually maybe do some good. There we go. Shock that dude. Now there's going to be some Chimera up here. I told you about that. And they're behind us. Yeah, they're all over the place. And then I could use this turret. I could use this sentry gun, but what would I do that for? They're all dead. So how's everybody been? I have a confession to make. The confession being that, hey, as I'm recording part 8 right now, part 1 isn't even uploaded to YouTube yet. Yeah, so basically what's happening is I'm pre-recording a lot of these. I've just revealed this to you. Reason being is, it's like, hey, I got a YouTube channel. I got like a lot of subscribers. Maybe I should like make like new stuff, like new ideas, right? I've been doing Let's Talk PlayStation for over a year. Let's Plays I've been doing for like how long now? Let's add some new content. So it's like, you know, you don't give a shit about the pre-recording anyway, much like you shouldn't care about the pre-recording because it makes no change or difference in the commentary. It's easier on me, and you still get the Let's Plays. Win-win scenario. We've talked about this. So I'm just going to pre-record a shitload of these so it's easier on me, and therefore I have more time to brainstorm and then ultimately record and edit and upload like new video series ideas and shit. Like I already, like as of recording this, I uploaded that one video where it was like, it's like a look back video, like a remember video, and the first game I did was Warhawk, so I like talked about Warhawk for like under 10 minutes, talking about like, hey, remember this game? This game was cool, here's what I liked about it. Thought that'd be a cool idea, right? Sent that out there, who knows if it's gonna swim or if it's gonna sink, but I'm trying stuff out. I think a big problem with my YouTube channel is you come here, you know what you're going to get right away. And sometimes that's great, that's a positive. But sometimes I want people to be like, oh, look at this, this is a random upload, didn't see this coming, huh? And then you're like, ooh, I'm intrigued, and then you click it, and you're like, oh, where are these wacky people? Where can I buy those drinks? I totally stole that line from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But anyway, I want there to be a little bit, I don't want it to be, my channel to be that predictable, you know? Holy shit, is this Intel? It's Intel! New Intel, look at that. No, November 50th. Wait, November 50th? Well, that's not a date. Oh, 23rd of November. Wow, I didn't even fucking read the 23. I skipped right over and I'm like, November the 50th. Hey, you can pause that and read that if you want to. Me and Cartwright got things to do. So yeah, I'm going to try and make some like new videos and hopefully it'll be all cool and you'll like it and stuff and it'll be all great. Oh, there's a sweet, sick-ass jump. I'm totally going to take that. And my rats are drinking water again. Because they're cool. There we go. I remember this being a somewhat long level, actually. In fact, I remember this kind of dragging out. Like, I kind of got bored of it after a while. There's some time... Oh my god, another sick jump that I almost fucking... What's the matter with me? You ever, like, play games and it's like... You know, there's these levels where it's like... They're... You know, not what the game usually is, but it's trying to, like, the game's trying to offer you a different perspective of gameplay, and you're just like, that's cool and everything, I know, I see what they're going for, but I want to get back to the regular game. Like when a platformer has a first-person shooting sequence, or when Call of Duty puts you in, like, a tank or something, it's like, it's cool, I get that they're trying to offer me something different, but I want to just get back into the, you know, actual genre and the actual game. kind of what this level makes me, like, reminds me of. I get what they're going for here, but I kind of just want to get back to walking around as usual. Which I could do, but you kind of need the Jeep. Otherwise, you're going to be walking for forever, basically. Yeah, there's a shitload of towers up there. I'm kind of dicking around at this point. I'm not actually doing the objective. So we'll get up there. The Cartwright can stop shooting those leapers and maybe shoot at something good like these Chimera. I'm just going to get out now. I'm going to run and gun this shit with this arc cannon. Look at him. He was shocked. Oh my god. Did you see that voltage coming off him? Look at that. Sick. It's like Dark Jack. What I love, and I fucking love that about Dark Jack, or whenever you just collect Dark Eco in general in Jack 2 or 3, is like you'll collect like a little strand of Dark Eco, and then like just a little bit of electricity will like volt off of Jack, just to like, you know, show it like oh, you picked it up, and it's like coursing and pulsing through your veins. I just like that sense of, why did I jump out of there? These fucking dudes are annoying. If I don't take them out, where did you come from? You weren't there before. I'm getting out of here. Ooh. How the hell did I switch to this? Or is this like another opportunity to pick up the Fair Eye. I keep calling it Fair Eye. And I know it's Far Eye, but maybe it is how you pronounce it, Fair Eye. Who knows? I've actually never figured out the correct pronunciation. Because I know for something like that, it can go both ways. It's what Insomniac's trying to convey. And as I've always said, the biggest challenge of... And I think it's a legitimate challenge. The biggest challenge of ever putting yourself out there on the internet and making videos or podcasting in general is the pronunciation of words. Because if you get something wrong, you're totally going to be called out for it and harassed for however long that content is on the internet. So you really always want to check beforehand. But I guess I never checked beforehand with the Far Eye. Or Fair Eye. I'm sure some people have totally called it Fair Eye. I'm just getting butchered right now. And you know, the thing is, like, you know, like growing up, like before you had the internet or before you were certainly heavily involved in it, you know, you would mispronounce games, but you always thought that was the pronunciation because you never had anyone else to tell you otherwise. And then you grow up and you have conversations with people about these games, and then they're just like, "What did you just call it?" And then you're like, "Oh, is it not called that?" And then they laugh at you, and you're so embarrassed. But really, how else were you gonna find out? How else were you gonna find out? There wasn't no internet back then. You were just little 8-year-old Jimmy still learning to still trying to figure out what your penis did. I don't blame you. I was in that same scenario. Man, this series. Oh my god. Whoa. Look at it. Oh man, there's like a bunch of jokes I can make right here, but I'm just gonna leave that as is. Sorry I left you hanging, Cartwright. Did I already go to this one? I'm going to assume so. There's a bunch of dead bodies. Off to the next one. On to the next. On to the next one. I thought, well, these doors won't even open unless you press all those buttons. Oh, there's a drop thingy. I'm just gonna drive on by that. You guys don't need to do whatever you're doing here. Whoa. It's a sweet jump. Am I supposed to go over that or the other way? Where am I going? Jesus Christ, I'm all confused. I know those aren't the only towers. Aren't there some up here? Yeah, because this is like the part where I was like, ugh. Can we just get on back to, like, you know, the ground and shooting? In, like, close quarters scenarios where I don't have to drive around in a Jeep all day. Speaking of which, not a fan of Jeeps. I'm not a fan of Jeeps or SUVs or trucks. I like your standard sedans, and then anything above, like of a vehicle class like sports car. I don't like anything heavy duty. In fact, the only thing I do like, at one point I really liked Hummers. I thought Hummers were badass. But that's one of those things where I kind of not grew out of it, but certainly as I grew up, I sort of like had a different perspective of it. Like, yeah, maybe I don't like that as much as I did. Because now I think they're ugly. Before I used to be all about them. Like, ooh, a Hummer. Like, look at that guy. He's got a Hummer. Now I don't think they're that great. Yeah, they're gas guzzlers, but I wouldn't. That's not even influencing my opinion on them. Now I just think they're ugly. They're just too big and I don't know. Not for me. I'm into like, and then I can totally. I'm getting fucking destroyed right now. I really am getting fucking murdered right now. Jesus Christ, Cartwright, you're not even doing anything. Oh, it's all these dudes over here is what's going on. Here we go. Let me just take out some of these guys. There we go. Got him. Got him. Got someone behind me. Really? Oh, I'm dead as shit. Anyway, we're talking about cars. I have Need for Speed to completely thank. I have Need for Speed to thank for my complete obsession with like import tuners and Japanese cars. I think they're sick looking. I think they're beautiful. I think they're like I'm totally into the douchebaggery of them. Like that American guy who wants to like get a car and then like get a sweet body kit and decal and shit. Like I'll admit it, I love that. I think it's cool looking. And that's something that that stuck with me. I never like grew up and didn't like that anymore. Like I've played Need for Speed games for god so long, so I still love those cars. Need for Speed Underground. Need for Speed Underground 1. Favorite Need for Speed. Fucking best Need for Speed ever. My god, can we please get a new Need for Speed Underground? And I don't want like an open world like Need for Speed. I don't want an open world racer. It seems like that's what a lot of them are nowadays. They're open world racers and you like race to the locations or stuff. And sure, they still usually incorporate like a menu system, but I just want a straight up like there is no open world. There's just a menu system. Like I guess that's the whole multiplayer thing. Like people want an open world racer for the multiplayer aspect, because if it's not if you're just doing menus and stuff only, then you've got to arrange it strictly from a menu perspective. But Gran Turismo does that. Or like racing simulators, those aren't open world, right? Yeah, totally, they're not open world. I wouldn't know, I don't play many racing simulators, but that's just not me. I did like Burnout Paradise. I mean, I like other like open world racers. Just I prefer them to be strictly menu. But that's also because I'm a strict single player guy. Like I almost never really enjoy most multiplayer games. The Need for Speed Underground was a single player game. Didn't need to be open world. Okay, now I got these buttons going down. Now we got it going on. Did that open that door? Oh. What else do I need to open? Oh, it is opening. Sweet. Alright. Cartwright, come on, man. You can't shoot through walls, man. What are you doing? There's a dude right there, man. This guy gave me a lot of shit for being a Yankee, but he's not as smart as he thought he lets on. I think this might be the end of the level now. So now we're going over here. Smash through here. Yeah, there we go.
The Chimera tend to establish themselves near large population centers. Their presence in a remote region like Somerset was highly unusual. The gorge was filled with factories that built stalkers and dropships, but we had seen those before. Deeper into the gorge, the Chimera were hiding something far more alarming.
Something far more alarming. A disturbing discovery. What are we going to find? I know you're asking these questions. I know you're asking me a lot of questions, really. I bet you're asking me, like... Oh, I don't even want to get into it, but, I might answer them. I might tell you where I keep my socks. In my sock drawer. Boom. What's the next question? Hey, Ryan, where do you, keep your... I don't know why you want to know where all my stuff is, but I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything.
We'll find the Chimeran base faster if we split up. Take the other path. Give a shout if you find anything out of the ordinary. Or should I say when you find anything?
My TV volume's so low that I don't know what the fuck he just said. Oh, I remember this level. This level confused me. I got lost a lot in this level. Hopefully this won't happen here. But also gotta do one of those beep cutting footage things. And you'll think to yourself, huh, that's so Ryan. Why didn't he get his own TV show called That's So Ryan where he makes like, where he has premonitions? I know, I should have had one. I actually pitched it to a TV network that never responded to me. It's probably because I kept calling them assholes when I pitched it to them. I was like, okay, listen, assholes. I got a great idea, and don't be an asshole about it. And, like, they're just sitting there going, well, we appreciate all the ideas, but can we just, you know, we'd appreciate it if you didn't call us assholes. Like, you know, we took the time to bring you into our office so we could listen to your ideas, so don't call us an asshole. I was like, that's great, asshole, but I'm trying to talk. And then I had, like, a big bulletin board, and I was drawing penises on it, and they're like, this really is not getting your point across to us. I was really, am I not articulating that? I really wish I had the fucking Rossmo right now, some ammo, because there's like all these fucking guys here. We're all ready. Got a big boom coming up. Boom! Could you stop shooting me while I blow up your homies? My god. Well, I mean, they might be your homies. They might not. I mean, you guys were all humans at one point. Maybe you were cousins, tight cousins. Everyone has a cousin they don't like at all. Everyone has a cousin where they just really don't like them, like they're just a piece of shit. And you hate seeing them at family functions, or you hate talking to them. Or you got that cousin that is the same age as you, and he really wants to be your friend, but you're just not feeling it. Even though you're homies. Is this a new weapon I just picked up? Oh, this is that, like, it's like a bubble, like a germ thing, right? Yeah, look at that. It, like, splatters them and stuff. Oh my god, Jeremy, get off me. Jeremy, fuck. I know, this is one of these weapons where, fine, whatever, but I never used this thing ever. I maybe used it, like, a few times you first get it in this level, like, it's a good... I mean, there's certain areas where you could probably use it really strategically, but this is one of those weapons I always just, like, forgot once I had it. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, see, that doesn't open. I always get lost here. Always get lost. Hey, have you ever gotten lost as a kid? I did one time, and that was probably one of the scariest moments of me being a kid. Yeah. I mean, this does somewhat good damage. It's like we went to a flea market, and I don't remember what age I was. I was young enough to, you know, for it to not be cool to be separated from my parents, but we were like at a flea market, and for some reason, it was on my own free will. I just decided, like, oh, like, I'll go, like we went as a family. And some of my family members, like, went, like, another place. And I went with, like, my grandma and my mom. And, at one point, I was just like, oh, my uncle would, like, Uncle Chris would really like this. I'll go find him and I'll go get him. And I just sort of, like, ran away. And they're just like, Ryan, like, what are you doing? And I just hauled ass because I thought I knew where they were. Little did I know, that flea market was fucking huge as shit. And then I got to a point where, like, I just didn't know where I was, and I was, like, so scared and lost. And so, amazingly enough, I was smart enough to go all the way back to the car. And I was just like, well, maybe I'll just wait at the car. But then for some reason, I was like, no, screw that idea. And then I left, and then I luckily found them again, which was awesome. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I gotta hit a button or something, right? Did I already pass the button? Is this something I'm overlooking because I was talking about getting lost? Isn't this door supposed to... Is this even a door? It's not even a door. That's a door. Open. Where's the button for it? Oh, that's a door. Does it open this door? It does. Yeah, getting lost is scary. Must really suck when it's, like, full-on lost. Like you just... Oh my god, dude! Fucking... Jimmy over here and his brother Franklin. It must really suck when it's like you get lost and then like it's full on lost. Like someone else finds you and it's like days until you like find your parents again or something. Like that's probably fucking traumatizing. That was cool. That was cool. Where am I? I forgot to check the location, like when the level started. Oh, jeez. Oh, these are some of the armored hybrids now. These dudes got armor. They're gonna take more hits. They're gonna take it. I didn't even do anything to that guy. That guy just fell. Was it you? Did you kill your buddy? You might have. I feel like there's a weapon I'm overlooking. Like I'm not using it often. Maybe the Reapers? Yeah, I guess I haven't used the Reapers in a while. Can't even get up there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit. Ah, that's what I'm overlooking. An auger. See? Oh, oh, shit. Cartwright, you came out of nowhere, dude. There we go. Ready? There we go. Oh, daddy, this is nice. I don't like using it unless it's specifically going to go through a wall or the shield. I bet Cartwright's saying stuff and I'm not even, like, TV volume so low, can't even hear him. Just talking right over him. Oh, checkpoint.
Are you all right? Yeah, fine.
Ooh, what could that mean? I don't know. Don't know. Maybe we'll never know. I know he's saying stuff. I'm just not sure if I want to hear it. Cartwright's kind of a... He's kind of out there. Oh, I remember this battle down here. It's a good little shooting range. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff down there. It's going to go down. There's a lot of barriers and stuff, so... This would be an excellent place for the auger. What is that? Oh, the sapper ammo. Jesus! Stop doing that. But still no Rossmore ammo. There we go. You check to see when the reticule is red, and you just go at it. Really? You didn't drop? Oh, shit. Dude, stop doing that. So I have depressing news, people. Depressing news. My blue lobster has passed on. Not sure why. Blue lobsters usually last pretty long. I think it's up to 5 years, maybe even longer. The thing about my blue lobster is I had him for about 2 years, and when I bought him, he was already like fully grown. So I was completely unknown as to his age. So I'm going to hopefully assume he died of natural causes because he was just at that age. There was no like marks on him or anything. Like there's nothing that I could have known as to why he passed on. Because it's not good news when you have a casual like a death in the tank that's due to like water quality or poor maintenance, poor conditions. That's something you never want as a tank owner. So I'm thinking it's not. I'm going to assume it's natural causes because I did have him for a long time and he was already quite big when I got him. Because I did like run some water tests and the parameters and stuff, and my water seems fine. But R.I.P. to that guy. His name was Blue, fittingly for a blue lobster, of course. Technically, he's not even a lobster; he's a blue crayfish. But he was a Hammer's cobalt lobster, and he was my boy. I would rap to him, and he would not do much of anything, but he was there, and he always listened to him. So I don't know if I'll get a new lobster. Might go for a different color. They come in different colors. There's of course red, but you can get like platinum ones with like red tipped claws, and you can get like, they all like max out at like around 5 inches. There's like white ones you can buy. I could get one that grows to about a foot big, that'd be more of a cool like lobster to get, but I don't know. Tank's a bit small for that. Plus, you also got to consider that if you're gonna do fish in a tank with a lobster, you got to consider that the fish is not big enough to kill the lobster, but not small enough for the lobster to kill the fish. You know, they got to coexist, which is kind of hard. In fact, it's very hard. You got to really consider compatibility when you're talking crustaceans with fish. And that's whether you're doing saltwater or freshwater. Because a big fish will eat the crustacean, and a small fish will definitely get eaten by the crustacean. Crustacean will brutally murder that fucking fish. He'll is it really a drop ship? Oh, I thought that was like a full-on drop ship ready to drop more people down. Oh, maybe it is. A crustacean will fucking like slice your fish and shit. Like it'll be deadly, and you don't want that. Hey people, we're full up here. We got max time here. We're having great conversations. Hope you're enjoying them. Hope you're enjoying this Let's Play. Hey, I'll see you all in the next part.